to kick off your Tuesday evening here at Klockner, Charlottesville, Virginia. Clear skies for a great matchup in men's college lacrosse. The U there, but he is out, unavailable in this game. Going early there is UAlbany. They use a 5-man face-off rotation. Getting the start there was Jazad Hall. He's just over 40% on the year, 43 as we now see the field. There's Griffin Schutz. Colsey, top 3 in scoring here this year. Will Ender leads 6 in white. Here's McCabe Willen. He gets inverted up top. Schutz sweeping over the top, gets hands free, snipes the corner. And Griffin Schutz gets Virginia going just like that. The Cavaliers take a 1-0 lead in Klockner. Looks like he might take the right alley. No, he's going lefty, frees up the hands, and just sneaks it past the starting goalie and Landon Whitney. On goal line extended. Millen 5 goals against the Great Danes last year. Comes behind, a quick stick goes way high off the stick of Thomas Menke. Came in as an attackman, has seen a lot more time as a midfielder. Coming over the top, freeing up the hands, the transfer! Charles Balsamo coming from Duke, but helping the Cavaliers get up. This Virginia team brought in the number 3 transfer class in the country, but the top one in the ACC, and Thompson, both having 9-goal games in their time as a Great Dane. Pushing around the back. Goes up top, Nunes, who's starting for a 3rd straight games in the run out. They get slowed down. McCabe Millen came back to stop the rush. He's now a short stick D mid for Virginia. Ben Ware comes in from the box. Skip pass, Silas Richmond, the pink head, down low, and the shot gets knocked. So Matthew Nunes comes up with it. And UVA career saves. Adam Gittleman, one of the best to ever do it for Virginia. Schutz moves it from behind. Up top, step down shot, no good. Pass for Millen goes down. Ground ball still free. Schutz fights for it. Millen takes it back, and good pressure from Virginia. Skip pass, snipe, Truett Sunderland. The junior from Baltimore, Maryland, puts the Cavaliers up by 3. On the ground, but you can't give up on it. There's a great play from the offensive midfielder, Griffin Schutz. Gets immediately on the ride before UAlbany even has a chance to clear. The step down, great look. 50%. Ben Wimmer moves it back through X. Up top, toe drag, Reed. Can't find anything, Silas Richmond. Fantastic box lacrosse player out of British Columbia, Delta to be specific. Reed frees up the hands. You gotta use the ground when you're at Klockner. The bouncer stings high, and the Great Danes are on the board 3-1. Last year it was Silas Richmond with 3 straight goals to start. This time UAlbany needed an answer, and James Reed, the sophomore, was exactly that. Central Islip, New York. Already back 6-on-6 lacrosse. Jacob Moran. Richmond fires, and that did get a piece either of Nunes or the cage. But it's a reset. Fresh 6 the post. He does not need much time to get that off. The top freshman in the country last year, Millen. On the run, moves it, wide open, hands free, and a block. Great job by Cade Galco. Gets over, and Connor Finger can get it down below. Doherty moves it back through, getting a touch through Marquis. Richmond is in the center of the field. Scott Schroeder with a stick on him on top of the crease. With the left hand, Kesselring over the top. Richmond inside, finishes. Silas Richmond gets you all against the Cavaliers. Hopes to have a big day once again, and just a turn, almost like a pick. Slide comes in a second. Hackett gets underneath, behind, over the top from Sunderland. Step down. Enderlead can't put it away. He bounces wide. Here's Millen. Can go both ways. There's the lefty on the run, and it's another great save from Whitney to keep that out. Whitney stands at 5'9", around 100 wide. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for the Great Danes. From behind on an invert, that bouncer goes wide. Jakeson Palom can't get it, and Virginia Ben goes wide. Jacob Smith, the LSM, was looking for glory. Plenty of time to go on the shot clock, but only 31 to go in the first quarter, and a timeout taken. Great shooting for Virginia. They're going quick, especially on Richmond and Doherty, to take away the playmaking ability. Marquis is up top, 88 in purple. He's inverted. And it's thrown away. It was short time. He pulls away. Skipped back there, Wimmer. Missed pass, and it's a turnover for the Great Danes. Gives it right back to the Cavaliers. Now, see if they can get the offensive back going. Schutz has one goal. Hackett walks the dog. Bouncer just misses the net. Had some space. Millen will take it back from X. Colsey tries to dodge underneath. A quick slide from UAlbany, and a nice recovery to force Virginia to move it. Enderlead on the run, another post. That's number 3 now for Virginia. Landon Whitney. Here's Schutz. Sweep across the top. And an off-ball foul going against Virginia. UAlbany will move it quick. Finger way too far for him. Kaloji just picks it up and runs the other way. An unsuccessful clear for the Great Danes. Skip pass, Colsey. Low side, bouncer, what a look. Great transition offense for Virginia. And then Ryan Colsey. And then coming up, Kaloji just snatches it, gets the look, and a great look from McCabe Millen to see his part. Been on the dot. They haven't always worked out, but right now he's got an assist. I believe that was to Truett Sunderland, and then he had the helper there as well. Can Virginia get another quick one? Backdoor! The feeding frenzy continues. And there he is, Truett Sunderland. Finishing for his Sunderland. Just great rotation. Everyone, one look, one cradle, move it, and then off-ball movement is gonna do you so much. Skip pass. Skip again, Sunderland. Tried to go really low angle off the side of the net, gets it for Whitney. That's a really good defensive possession here for UAlbany. They were all over him against High Point, adding an assist for a double-digit point game with 10. Barnard, hockey stop, down low. Coming up, Matthew Nunes with the popcorn. Got a shorty. Look to see a slide come really quick here from the Great Danes. Here's Millen. Goes down the right side, beats one, takes the shot before the slide gets there, but it goes wide. As much of the net as you can, and Nunes has a big frame. Can take up a lot, and he does that there. Little high there from Colsey. Goes out. any new lacrosse fans out of bounds, just like every other sport. But if it's a shot, it's closest to the ball gets possession. Schutz drops it, gets the pick from Enderlead. He's got a short stick now. Enderlead behind it, X, step down. Millen fires and scores. McCabe Millen picks up his first of the day, and Virginia takes a 6-2 lead on UAlbany. One of the best freshmen in the country, if not the best, for a reason. And this year, a much bigger role. And that righty shot he's got, it's again, that's Jacob Smith going for the goal. Obviously, UAlbany used to having Jake Pizzino in that LSM role, and he loved to be on the offensive end. That scheme has not changed. They still seem to enjoy having Jacob Smith stay there for a little bit, seeing if he can get a rip-off. You see he's got a cannon coming off that pole. Low angle! Daniel Kesselring answers back a much-needed goal for the Great Danes. Cut the lead back to 3. Great individual effort from Kesselring. He just goes underneath. He knows he has the short stick matchup. It's probably the one he's believe against Nunes. Picks up another save. Here's Ben Weyer. Moves it. Millen. They're dangerous on the fast break, and a save up top. Easy money for Landon Whitney. Gets it over for Doherty again. Numbers, potentially. Bouncer, bottom corner. A runner from Jackson Palom. Life for the Great Danes. We got a game. Virginia leads by 2. Takes it on the fast break. Whitney's ready. That's his 7th. And then transition offense. And unlucky there. This is a player that was all rookie team in the American East, and beginning of the year was thought he lost his job, but he's playing really, really well right now. All alone, and nothing he can do there. Truett Sutherland all by himself on the breakaway, and Virginia extends it back to a 3-goal lead. And it's a failed clear. The ride from Virginia pulled back from Noah Chismar, another captain for Virginia. And Sunderland was behind the whole entire the American East this year after winning it last year. They had to play in a play-in game. They beat Sacred Heart. And they hung really tough with Notre Dame in the first-round matchup. As that one thrown away by the Great Danes, Virginia will take it on the clear. But they took down. Can't get away from him, though. Good defense. Luke Grove ready for the matchup. He's been really solid one-on-one so far. Balsamo trying to take advantage of his matchup. A good quick slide. Skip pass. Sticks in passing lanes as that's knocked down. More like knocked up. Dylan Meta. Bounce pass. Mankey goes over the top. Right over the head of Whitney, and it's a 4-goal lead once again. 8-4. Virginia picked up, walking the dog the other way. That's Jacob Smith. Moves it. Finger. Transition offense. Step down rip goes wide. And just barely, Marquis had the backup. Nunes with a solid first. Create some unsettled scenarios. We've seen some good off-ball cuts as well from Truett Sutherland, and looks for Millen and Colsey. Hackett moves it for Millen. Up top, Schutz. Low pass. Flicked up top. Quick movement. Galco. 4-on-3. Chooses to shoot. And now we got the pole goal from the Great Danes. Back to a 3. Great Danes have been trying to make this work a couple times so far. Thinks about the pass and forces the fast break defense for Virginia. The close. O'Keefe can't find anything. Missed by Houseman. Now Richmond trying to get it, and he hockey passes it out to get a break, and now the man. He's got Weyer still on the offensive end. Inside, Mankey, BTP, it's saved by Whitney. Whitney's got to get back in the cage as it stays with Virginia. Underneath, Colsey bounces around and a flag flies. It's a push, it'll be picked up. But Virginia extends their lead 9-5 now. It was a good try from Mankey, trying to create something with the low angle. That angle's completely cut off by Whitney. Good positioning, but does the work to get what the situation was. Colsey, back from the corner, hockey stop. On the spin. Millen. Underneath, gets his defender beat, McCabe Millen. Shifty as ever. 10-5, and then gets to work. Look at that stop. Defender, ankles gone. Offside. Or stick side hit makes him. Passing the Virginia legend, Adam Gittleman. For Virginia all-time career saves. He sits in fourth now all by himself. Congratulations, Matthew Nunes. Down low, 5-hole. And Marquis. Back to a 4-goal game. UAlbany cuts it. 6:06 left to go in the third feed as now UAlbany can dance on the offensive end. Looking for their 12th tourney appearance this year if they can win the American East. Step down high, bouncer. 10-7. We got a 3-goal game again here in Charlottesville. Put it on the ground, good things. It's a great movement, dodge and move, and then just a step down righty rip, bouncing it plenty ahead. Kesselring moves it back for Doherty. He has 1 assist, otherwise has been held scoreless. Richmond's got only a single goal. The offense has been very spread out for UAlbany. Kesselring underneath again. He beats Nunes. And the Great Danes have it the closest they've had in quite some time. We got a 2-goal game with 3:02 left. And you get Kesselring there at X. Decides to take his chances in the backhand. A nice look. Doherty now up top, guarded by Kaloji. He's done a really good job against Doherty all day. Short stick from behind. Reed, back up top. Sidearm, Nunes has the backup. And that's given up by UAlbany. Silas Richmond gets on the turn. Kept one way by Schroeder. Cannot get his hands free, tries to go on the BTB, but time runs out. And it's a 2. Fans, the diehards know that name, and current assistant for UVA, Kip Turner, was in net. He got the win in that one. Here's Silas Richmond. Numbers for UAlbany for a moment. Nunes coming out to attack that angle and gets the save. He's got, and for a former goalie, I'm loving it. It's a 10-2 game. Clearing has not been it right now, though, for UAlbany. Millen gets in. What a save, Landon Whitney. Gets back in cage and slow. All they want is the best shot available. Little different with UAlbany. And also a different challenge defensively. They thought they were going to possibly see a little bit easier of a goalie, but not the case. Obviously, Logan McEnany, one of the best ever. Great split, and the skip to the other side for Jack Walsh. He finishes low and starts from behind, but then Mankey just parts the sea, sees Walsh on the other side. Moves for Millen, over the top, finds some space, the shot, great defense. Cade LiPietro, the senior. You're noticing 5-on-5, it's because the short stick D-mids are matching feet. Almost slips by Nunes. Pfeiffer couldn't complete. Caught up. Ender lead. Now for Hackett. Gets the pick from Schutz. Moves it. Shot off the stick of Whitney. Gives his 16th save of the game. Brown gets it over Parker Emmett. Receives it from James Reed. For Zardy. Moran down the right alley. Richmond back from X. Hockey stop, trying to get underneath Schroeder. Can't! Shovel shot, Silas Richmond. I don't believe it. Another look at this. He is guarded like glue, right on top of him. Hockey stop, doesn't need any opening. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Richmond gets brought down by Schroeder, and it's another flag going against Virginia. Pass for Doherty gets missed, and Nunes will pick it up right back to man down for Virginia, and Lars Tiffany does it the other way. Millen turning on the Jets to try and get a check on him. UAlbany successfully into the other end, and that's going to be a timeout for Scott Marr. And when we come back after this quick break, UAlbany, and the what is that in the middle? CJ Schwartz just ragdoll Metz a little bit right in the middle. Was not happy with the loss, but Virginia's going to get for Albany. We appreciate you tuning in. For our entire crew here in Charlottesville, I'm Nick Claus saying so long. Virginia gets the win 12-9 over the UAlbany Great Danes. Thanks for watching College Lacrosse here on ESPN+. Have a great